Oh, oh, snap. Look what we have here, ladies and gentlemen. It is the start of a brand new year, and I could not be more excited. Hello, it is time for yet another Captain Subpar toy review. It is February, and for those of you who have been in the Super Sentai game for a while, you know this. Come February comes a new season. New season means new toys. There's nothing quite like the beginning of the year when you have some hope. You don't really know if you're going to like the season or not. You're just looking at all these new designs. You want to see the new stuff, you know, the Morpher, the mecha. Those are the main big deals. You just want to see what they feel like. Is it your vibe? Are you going to like this season? So for someone like me, oh, fantastic. So what we have here today to start in the new season, Juohger is the name of the season. The last episode, the first episode premiered last weekend. Easy for me to say. And for some reason, people have been going back and forth on how to spell the thing. For me, I don't know about anybody else. I don't like any of that pretentious stuff. TV Nihon, where you just decide how you want to spell something. I look at the box. What does the box say? Juoh Changer with a Z, not a J, with a Z. Much like Zyuohger, MMPR Season 1 for you folks out there. It's a Z. I'm going to stick with the Z. That's how we're going. Anyway, so the thing with Juohger, for those who don't know, their theme, they have a couple of main themes. The one main theme is that they're animals. Like, 4 of the 5 Rangers are straight up furries. Like, I mean, yeah, they have human forms, but they're friggin' furries. So that's an interesting deal. I actually dig the suits a lot. Again, if you're out there and if you are watching these videos because you listen to me on No Pink Spandex, and you've heard some of this before, but on first impressions alone and just watching the first episode, it had a cool vibe to it, very standard premiere. I like the actual Ranger suits a lot. I'm still not 100% sold on the mecha. But the changer is very interesting. I mean, if you just look at it, it's a friggin' Rubik's Cube. And that's actually why the Rangers are red, blue, yellow, green, white. And the 6th Ranger, spoilers for anybody who doesn't know out there, actually has a lot of orange in his costume. And when you factor in orange, those 6 colors are the 6 colors on a Rubik's Cube. Interesting to find out. I just realized that a few days ago. So, as you can see, it's another phone. A lot of people out there are like, oh, phone morphers, really? Yeah, for me, it's not really a whole thing about phone morphers, you know? It's like, can you be creative? Can you give me a lot of playability? If you're going to give me a morpher, like, say, the Juohger one, where the buttons didn't really do anything, I don't dislike it because it's a phone morpher. I dislike it because it doesn't do anything. If you're reusing an old idea, as long as you got some fun playability, I'm down. So, we're going to check out the Juoh Changer. Look at that. Look at the top. Look at that nice little artwork of the 5 Rangers there. As you can see. Red Ranger on the side, as usual. 40th anniversary logo. Interesting that we really haven't seen anything specifically anniversary related, but maybe we will later. And then on this other side here, we have the 5 animals. The same symbols that are on the Ranger's chest. That's a very nice artwork. And on the back, you got some standard pictures that show you exactly what it does. Again, I don't read Japanese. I just look at the instructions and I play it by ear. If I really don't know, I'll go watch a YouTube video of somebody who does speak Japanese. Don't do that. You don't need that. You just need Jeremy. You need the Captain Subpar toy review. That's all you need. So we're going to crack this bad boy open. I'm going to start on the less artistic side. Put a nice little cut. Ta-da! Alright, get the box up there for viewing. Instrucciones. First and foremost. Alright, this is some sort of promotional thing for Juohger and Combinator Gaim. Involves scanning the QR code, but it's kind of a moot point since I don't live in Japan. Aw, shucks. I like to win some toys just because I'm a giant man-child that lives in America. Shouldn't disqualify me from fun toys, no? Alright, and here is the packaging. I think the first thing you'll notice is that it has freaking action figures, tiny little action figures. That's pretty sweet. I think maybe that's because the actual Morpher is pretty small. I haven't gotten to the mecha yet. I'll get to that in my next video. But one thing I will say right now is I noticed that's a very small in size. Everything, pretty much, for this line. So, and I actually tend to prefer smaller stuff, so I'm not crying about it. Alright. Eagle! Shark! Lion! Elephant! Tiger! Juohger! Whatever. Alright, and let's set this aside as well. And here's the Morpher. Decent amount of heft. And now is where we find out if Jeremy has to run and get a screwdriver, or if he can pop this out. Does he need to put stuff in? Nope, need to put stuff in. This is where I run to get a screwdriver. This is the beauty of an off-the-cuff review, where I don't do any of that fancy editing stuff. Get my little toolkit, like so. Pop this open. There's just one screw, which is kind of surprising because a lot of the recent Morphers have just been having like a little button that you can depress with like a pin or something small like that. I actually do have the batteries, so at least that's one thing I got done ahead of time. But anyway, yeah, to have a screw, that's kind of a step backwards, but not really a big deal overall. Out of sight, out of mind. You didn't see me do that. Alright, here we go. I don't know if you heard that. I'll do it again. So it's got a cool little jungle beat when you turn it on. Let me collapse it. Wow, it's just amazing. They just went with a cube. It's such an interesting idea. So from watching the episode, I will do the changing, what I can remember. Hold on. I'm gonna check this out again, make sure I know exactly what I'm doing, because you have to do all the turning. Okay, so I'm trying to get it into all the animals on top, right? Oh. Okay, so if you see on the side, you can see the phone. You can see the team, the cube, and then back to the mecha. So to change, you start with the phone, and then you turn it twice. Is that right? Oh, I don't really know. See, that's the thing, is it's just me trying to figure things out on the fly. See, it's just the animal going, though. Is that right? Like, huh. Oh, wow, okay. Okay. You know, okay, what I'm noticing most from this that I think is really interesting is that the lights are just friggin' fantastic. They're so bright, and like whenever you hit them, like if you hit the Megazord changing, see, you can just see, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Hold on, cancel that out. I'm gonna try with for the secondary mecha, because it was, now I'm gonna try it. Okay, see, you can do the noises that it's making is actually the sounds of the cube stacking. That's one of the things that the mecha does. So it can go like 1, 2, 3 or 1, 4, 5 for the main mecha. But this is one of those. Oh my god. Okay, let me check the cube button. Okay, so whatever number you hit last, well, whatever number you're supposed to hit one number, but that just sums the specific mecha. So I gotta do the change one more time. Let's pick 5. Let's pick Tiger. Okay, so I need to make... Here goes the white light for her. So really... Okay, so it makes the generic change noise, and then it just screams a little bit for that specific animal. You know what? All you really have to do is just hit the button for what you want, and then find whatever matching side you're going for, and then get to that one. And this is the default, because the arrows are pointing down, and it's got the phone on the back. But, it's interesting, because it's a very simple Morpher. I mean, there's not a lot to it. But all the buttons work. I know later on, I mean, because I know there's a 7 and an 8. I saw pictures like just a day or two ago. But that's something you kind of take for granted, because there are some Morphers out there where not all the number buttons actually work on the phones. It doesn't have the like biggest variety of sounds, I would say, but it definitely has some interesting ones. And I love the fact that they make up for maybe the lack of flash in the actual design, for the really bright lights, the bonus figures they give you, and the fact that it's just an innovative Morpher. Like, people can look at this and say, oh, it's a friggin' cube, whatever. But the fact of the matter is, you've never seen anything like this before in Super Sentai. Some people would say, yeah, well, there's a reason you never saw anything before. Fair enough. But, I don't know, for me, I kind of dig it. It's a very unique idea. I'm wondering, like, what else they have in store. They did say in the premiere that there were 6 cubes that were in the giant cube that they transported through, and then we saw the 6th one fall out, and some eagle dude took it. So, does that mean the 6th Ranger doesn't even have a unique Morpher? That doesn't seem right, because this thing doesn't have a 6th color on it. So I'm wondering how different his is, if it really is just another cube, just slightly redesigned. I don't know. But for me, I would say, you know, I'm the type of person who, I always buy the changers. Morphers, changers, whatever you want to say. Just don't say henshin device. Come on, don't throw random Japanese words in. That's weird. That's an aside. But for me, I kind of like the fact that this is easy to store, easy to put on your shelf. It's a very unique design. People will look at it and ask questions. Maybe not the questions you want. And like, that's just a cool design. You know, just have chilling on your shelf right there. That's pretty sweet. Standard, these Morphers, these changers, they're like $30-40, maybe a little more when you ship it here. That's always a fair price in my book for these basic Morphers. It doesn't take a lot to impress me with these. As long as the buttons do stuff, you have a decent amount of variety of sounds, unlike, say, Shinkenger, where the whole paintbrush Morpher was a cool idea and concept, but the buttons didn't do anything. There weren't really any noises. But yeah, so I dig it, you know? Juohger is one of those series that at first blush, it's really bizarre and you don't know what to think of it. But I give it so much credit for just being unique, you know, and we'll see if that plays out in the long run, or if this is just, you know, cool aesthetic idea, concept, but it falls flat. We'll see. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for me. I know, kind of quick review, but I will be back with another video, probably tomorrow, that is going to be a review of Juoh King, the mecha for this season. So please stick around for that. Enjoy the little figures, and I will see you very soon.